Hi, this is Marcey Shafer from Fairfield County Parks. Today I have two caterpillars to show you. They're both Cecropia moth caterpillars. One is in the third instar and one is in the fourth instar. If you watch other videos in our series about the Cecropia moth caterpillars, you'll be able to see the first instar and the second instar. Right here is the third. And right here is the fourth. An instar is the space between moltings. So as these caterpillars are growing, they molt 5 times. And each time they molt, they look different than they did before. Sometimes it's a dramatic difference. So the difference between the second instar and this third instar is pretty significant. This caterpillar looked a lot different before this most recent molt. The difference between the third instar and the fourth instar, as you can see, not really so dramatic. This one is more brightly colored, but they don't look drastically different. They both have these colorful spines. The purpose of those spines is probably to make predators think that they sting. So there are caterpillars who have similar looking spines and they will sting, and I wouldn't want to touch them like I just did on the Cecropia moth, but these don't. And it's still possible that they may occasionally deter predators because they look that way. Sometimes people will ask me if these caterpillars are a threat to our forest. So they're here, they're eating leaves from our native trees, walnuts. These are eating cherry, willow, several different species of trees that they will eat. And it takes a lot of leaf energy to grow from being the size of a grain of rice to being the size of a breakfast sausage or a little bit bigger in a matter of weeks. It's a reasonable question that, gosh, are they out there damaging our forests? They are not, and the reason is predation. Wasps will sometimes parasitize them, which kills the caterpillars, and birds will commonly eat them. Most of them, in fact. Scientists think possibly as much as 98 to 99% of these caterpillars do not get to complete their life cycle because they're preyed on by other animals. If you think about what a chickadee eats, the first thing most people are going to think about is seeds. And if you put bird seed out in the wintertime, particularly in Fairfield County, you will attract chickadees. That's a valuable food source for them in the winter. But what a lot of people don't realize is that when those chickadees, when it's nesting season and those chickadees are raising their young, they need food like caterpillars, and they need a lot of them. It takes hundreds and hundreds of caterpillars to raise a nest of chickadees, from hatching to fledging when they can go out and find their own food. So if you want to feed the birds, of course you can put that bird seed out, especially in the winter. But another thing that you can do is you can choose host plants for your landscaping at home. If you choose a native tree over a non-native tree, you're providing for the food web and you're providing habitat for our local wildlife. If you choose native flowers as opposed to non-native flowers, it's the same thing. And even really small changes can make a difference. If all you have is a container to put out on your patio and you put some plants in there that will feed pollinators, that's a step in the right direction. And we can all in that way kind of contribute to the habitat that we have available for our local wildlife. It's good for us too. We'll have more opportunities to see these things.